Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. My name is Kamil Khaide bin Muhammad Satiman, a final year student of Financial Mathematics from Faculty of Science and Technology, University Science Islam Malaysia. Today I would like to share about the contribution of Islam towards science and technology and the factors contribute towards lapses of Islamic knowledge to West. In Muslim history, there is many great scholars in Islam. The scholars have contributed in chemistry, mathematics, algebra, astronomy, geography, physics, philosophy, and medicine. All of the knowledge nowadays we use and learn it. One of the scholars is Hassan ibn al-Haytham, or we can call him as Al-Hazan in Latin. He lives in Europe in 965 Hijri until 1040 Hijri. He is a mathematician, astronomer, and physicist of the Islamic Golden Age, sometimes called the father of modern optics. He made significant contributions to the principle of optics and visual perceptions. In particular, his most influential work being his Kitab al-Manazir, which means his Book of Optics, written during 1011 Hijri until 1031 Hijri, which survived in the Latin edition. He also wrote a philosophy, theology, and medicine. He born in Basra and spent most of his productive period in the Fatimid, the capital of Cairo, and earned his living authorizing various treatises and tutoring members of nobilities. Ibn al-Haytham is sometimes given by name of al-Basri after his birthplace, or al-Misri, which means of Egypt. In medieval Europe, Ibn al-Haytham was honored as Ptolemy's Secundus, the second Ptolemy, or simply the physicist. Ibn al-Haytham paved the way for the modern science of physical optics. He was the first one to explain the vision occurs when light bounces on an object and then is directed to one's eyes. He was also an early proponent of the concept that a hypothesis must be proved by experiment, based on conformable procedures or mathematical evidence, hence understanding the scientific method 5 centuries before Renaissance scientists. Then we move to why the contribution of Islam to science and technology become the factors contribute toward lapses of Islamic knowledge to the West. The decline of Muslim scholarship coincided with the early phases of the European intellectual awakening that these translations were partly instrumental in bringing about. The translation into Latin of most Islamic works during the 12th and 13th century had a great impact upon the European Renaissance, as Islam was declining in scholarship and Europe was absorbing the fruits of Islam's centuries of creative productivity. Signs of Latin Christian awakening were evident throughout the European continent. The 12th century was one of the intensified traffic of Muslim learning into Western world through many hundreds of translations of Muslim work, which helped Europe seize the initiative from Islam when political conditions in Islam brought about a decline in Muslim scholarship. By 1300 Hijri, when all the was worthwhile in Muslim scientific, philosophical, and social learning had been transmitted to European schoolmen through Latin translation, European scholars stood once again on the solid ground of Hellenistic true thought, enriched or modified through Muslim and Byzantine efforts. The factors that contributes toward lapses of Islamic knowledge to the West. Okay, that's all from me. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh.